This week in Parshas Shlach we have the episode of the Meraglim, the spies that went to go and check out Eretz Yisrael. It's so interesting how the Torah describes their journey into Eretz Yisrael as being B'Rishus Hashem, with permission from Hashem. The Torah says clearly, it was Al Pi Hashem, which Rashi says, B'Rishusai. That means the Rabbi Shalom gave Rishus to the Meraglim to go in. But yet, we find the terrible punishment that we, even until this day, every Tisha B'Av, have to suffer from because of the bad report that they came back and told Klal Yisrael. There's an amazing Ramban, as explained by Rabbi Yaakov Kamenetsky Zatzal. He understands the Ramban's question to be as follows. The Ramban wants to know, what does it mean that Hashem gave permission? Hashem didn't want them to check out Eretz Yisrael. Hashem told them it was the greatest land ever. So what does it mean with permission? And the Ramban explains as follows, that Moshe Rabbeinu saw that once Klal Yisrael asked to see the land, asked to send spies, then Moshe Rabbeinu got permission from Hashem, because obviously they weren't on the level of B'tochen. Really and truly, they should have been on the level. Moshe Rabbeinu thought they were on the level that they wouldn't need spies, that would simply trust Hashem. But no, they weren't on that level. And then they had to send spies. And then it was done with permission. Once Moshe Rabbeinu understood that they weren't on that level of pure bitochen, of total trust in Hashem, they had to send spies. There was a fellow traveling with his horse and cart years ago, and he sees somebody, a traveler, on the way who's obviously looking for a ride. So he opens up the door of the carriage and he says, "Come inside, I'll give you a ride." The fellow says, "Thank you so much. I really appreciate your kindness." And he walks up the steps of the carriage, into the carriage with his huge, heavy backpack. And he stands there and he's holding the backpack. And the fellow says, "Why don't you put your backpack down?" And the traveler who just got in says, No, that's okay. You were kind enough to me to allow me in. You don't also have to carry my backpack. But that doesn't make sense. The same carriage that is carrying him is also carrying the backpack. When we realize, says Rabbi Yaakov Kamenetsky, that the Rabbi Shalom is big enough to carry all of us and all of our issues and all of our problems, that's the moment we realize we can rest total trust on the Rabbi Shalom. And as the Ramban is explaining in this week's Parsha, the more trust that we put into Hashem in every aspect of our lives, the more the Rabbi Shalom will give us. And that's an incredible lesson from this week's Parsha. Have a wonderful Shabbos.